concern that if you make over a certain amount of money as a student, that it is sort of penalized by the financial aid formula.
Well, if the work is in your financial aid package, whatever you make is fine. And then if there's some flexibility, let's say you're supposed to make 1,000, you make 2,000. You go to the financial aid office and say, can you adjust my package, raise the budget so I can earn another $1,000? They usually can do that. And then obviously summertime, you make whatever you can and you keep that and pay it. So I think there's a lot of flexibility at work that's often overlooked.
Sure, and there's a concern that with, for example, summer employment that's not federal work study, that if you go over a certain threshold, that the financial aid formula will start taking, that into consideration and actually lower your expected family contribution.
Yeah, it's pretty high. I think it's about $4,000 that you can make before the financial aid formula comes into play at all. So yeah, you would have to pay attention to plan to make a real lot of money.
Okay.
No, to speak to that actually, because I made $22 an hour last summer for 10 weeks. And it killed my chances. I mean, they told me that because I'm making all this money, at least that's what my parents told me, because I'm making all this money, and I guess my parents spoke to them what was my contribution. My contribution wasn't going to be much of my own money because I've locked it all up into CDs. That made an issue because I could have been paying the money now as opposed to trying to build my money. And I don't know, maybe you can speak to this, but they told me that it really hurt.
Yeah, well, see, it depends what you're giving up by making a lot of money. If you're giving up scholarship, you're probably right. But if you're giving up a loan, you're way ahead of the game. That's the thing is, if you increase your eligibility, you don't know what it is they're going to give you. Sometimes they won't give you anything, so you're way ahead. Sometimes they'll give you a loan, and you traded present work for future loan, and that's a good trade-off, always.